The rain was relentless, hammering against my windshield like 1,000 tiny fists. Each drop seemed to echo a warning, but it wasn't until the static of the radio pierced the air that I realized something was terribly wrong. Stuck in my car, miles away from civilization, the storm had trapped me in a cocoon of isolation. But it was the voice on the radio, a whisper from a world I didn't know, that truly froze my blood. It spoke of places and creatures that defied logic, describing landscapes twisted and dark, where shadows had minds of their own. As the minutes dragged on, the voice became more insistent, as if aware of my presence. It detailed a world parallel to ours, where storms were not weather phenomena but sentient entities hungry for lost souls. I glanced outside. The storm seemed alive, swirling with a purpose that felt unnervingly directed at me. The voice continued, recounting tales of those who had listened too long, who had been lured away by promises of power and knowledge, only to be consumed by the very shadows they sought to understand. Desperation clawed at my sanity as I fiddled with the radio dial, trying to escape the hypnotic pull of the otherworldly broadcast. But the voice only grew louder, drowning out my thoughts with its chilling predictions. In a moment of clarity, I realized the storm was not an enemy but a barrier, a protective wall keeping something far worse at bay. The voice shifted, now pleading, urging me to open my car door, to step out and embrace a fate beyond comprehension. The rain seemed to thrum with excitement, a symphony of anticipation for the horror that waited just outside. With the storm raging like a beast unleashed, I knew I had to make a choice. The voice promised answers, a glimpse into the unimaginable, but at the cost of everything I held dear. The rain intensified, each drop a ticking clock counting down to my decision. Heart pounding, I reached for the door handle, the voice now a cacophony of screams and whispers urging me on. But just as my fingers grazed the cold metal, the radio fell silent. The storm's fury abated, leaving only an eerie calm. In that haunting silence, I understood, some doors, once open, can never be closed.